Chapter 4. Heaven and Hell is Real.
God created all things. He created heaven and hell. The Bible said that heaven is a place with hills on the side of the north in Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. God created angels in heaven for his own purpose. One of those angels was Lucifer. See, Lucifer, he rebelled against God with 1/3 of the angels. God threw them out of heaven and created a place of punishment for them called hell. Then God created humans in his image and likeness for his glory. See, David asked God in Psalms chapter 8, verse 4, "What is man that you visit him, and the son of man which you've made him a little lower than angels and crowned him with glory, and that he wanted to be with them for eternity?" Because of Lucifer's betrayal, his name was changed to Satan. He engaged in conversation with humans and tricked them to disobey God. This act caused the relationship with man and God to be broken. God created a plan to reconnect his relationship with humans. Until that time, humans were not allowed to live with God upon death. In order for man's spirit to have a home, God divided hell into two parts, leaving a gulf between them. This gulf was designed so no one could cross it. Jesus used the story of the rich man and the poor man to describe this gulf in the book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 19.
God's relationship with man.
Today, we're going to talk about God's eternal relationship with humans.
What caused eternal delay?
When God created humans in his image and likeness, instructions was also given. One of them was to not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Also, the same system of living used in heaven was to be used on earth. See, Adam chose to disobey by eating off of the tree. This action caused him, upon death, not to live with God in heaven. God devised a plan to retrieve domination over the earth and to reconnect man's relationship with him again. See, God promised Satan he will send his child through a woman to reconnect the relationship and to retrieve the dominion. This came to pass one Christmas day.
What was the holding place before Jesus Christ's resurrection?
From the time of Adam until the resurrection, God designed a place in hell for human spirits to live. Hell was divided into two compartments. One compartment was called Abraham's bosom. This place was beautiful and very comfortable. Only humans who believed in God until the time of the physical death was placed there. The second compartment was called Hades, which was very, very uncomfortable. This area was made for those who chose not to follow God. Satan and the fallen angels were put here. Also, you can see each compartment but could never cross over. This was because of a space called a gulf.
What was the eternal place for saints and sinners after Jesus?
After the resurrection, the people were taken out of Abraham's bosom and placed into the Father's house, which is in heaven. Because of so many unbelieving humans, hell was enlarged into one compartment again. There is a time in God's place when man will be judged and placed in their eternal place to stay. There will be two judgments. One is called the judgment seat of Christ. See, this judgment is when all believers in Jesus Christ will be judged. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and 10. The second is called the white throne judgment. This is for all non-believers in Jesus being God. There's a time in God's plan when God will renew earth and heaven. In the book of Revelation chapter 21 verse 1, God will take his home from heaven and bring it down to earth. So our eternal home will be the earth. Those humans which are placed in hell will be taken out for the white throne judgment. They will not go back to hell because hell will be thrown into a place called the lakes of fire, which is much, much worse. Once the unbelievers leave the white throne, they will be transferred into the lakes of fire forever as a permanent home.
How will you determine where you will live forever?
You see, because God has given us a free will, we determine the place we will live under his rule. See, Satan already decided where he's going to live because Satan strongly believes he can defeat God. He is choosing to live in the lakes of fire. Satan is trying to persuade humans just to join him in the future. Most humans will be deceived through deception of the eyes, lust, and the pride of life. Jesus told us that he is the way to the Father. Once you've seen him, you have seen the Father. You must decide where you will live. This is determined by your choice to accept or deny Jesus Christ as your personal Savior.